Have you come to terms with cloud computing yet? You know, instead of your IT applications running on computer hardware and software located somewhere inside your organization's network, they are provided for you as a service by another organization and accessed over the internet. Are you contemplating using cloud services? Are you already in the cloud? If so, do you know exactly where that hardware and software is located and how it all works? Or is it just somewhere up in the nebulous cloud? Are you not just a tiny bit concerned about where your information is and who has access to it? Are you sure that you're not in breach of any privacy laws? Let's put our heads into the cloud for a while and see if we can demystify some of the issues.
Cloud computing is a paradigm where instead of having all your IT set up within your own organization, it's managed by a third party and you only access the required computing power through the internet. And it's on demand, instantly accessible, very, very elastic. Quite simply, you are now giving control of all your information to someone else. There is also no standardization. There are no standards. It's a newly developing paradigm. It's a newly developing technology set. From a security perspective, this now throws up a lot of challenges for the organizations. There are several really critical factors that an organization needs to consider from a governance and security point of view before engaging with a cloud services provider. The first and foremost is the cloud vendor themselves. Who is this particular vendor that you want to engage with? What is their size? Too large means potentially you may have to accept their terms and conditions. The contracts are made up in a way that they're very, very favorable to the cloud services provider and do not take into consideration the requirements of the customer organization. Too small means potentially tomorrow they could go out of business and then your data would be at risk because you would not know how to get that data back from them. Are there further subcontractors down the line who are providing parts or whole of that service? That makes a big difference since your contract is going to be with the cloud provider while the actual custody of the data, custody of the information and the provision of the services are going to be with a third or fourth party that you may not be aware of, and they may not be bound by the same laws and the same contractual arrangements that you are expecting from your cloud provider. Where the data physically is located is very, very important because jurisdiction then applies to that physical location. In some way, shape or form, cloud computing is the future. Organizations are going to find a compelling argument to move and to adopt cloud computing within their environment. We have spent a considerable amount of time in creating an approach towards evaluating the risks relating to cloud computing and coming up with a specific approach for the governance and security of cloud computing services. Understanding of the risks that surround provision of cloud computing services is the most important aspect for an organization.
Cloud computing is here to stay and will continue to grow in the number of users, the number of providers, and the types of services offered. The biggest rewards usually come attached to the biggest risks. So, ensure that you know the risks, seek them out, face them, assess them, and do something to manage them appropriately. Should you have any further inquiries or concerns regarding security in the cloud, please contact our consultants or your regular contact at Southern Cross Computer Systems.